Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good week. I've restarted this video because something came up on my computer and my screen went blank, so I didn't know whether you could see me or not. So I decided to start the video again. I was just saying that I've updated what is my laptop to Windows 11. There's some differences in it. I haven't really explored it all, to be honest. As long as I can still do the things that I want to do on it, then am I going to continue? Am I going to sort of go and eke out or seek out everything it can do? The answer to that's probably no. As long as I still make videos and edit them and just sort of do things like that, answer emails and stuff like that, I'm going to be a happy bunny. There is a possibility I may have to get a new laptop. This one's getting really, really hot at times, especially when I'm editing and stuff. I spoke to a guy that I know who works with computers, and he's like, it's 5 years old. It could be that it's on its way out. So it's like, all right, okay, fine. And he's like, oh, if you're doing videos and stuff, maybe you should get a gaming laptop. And I'm like, no way. It would just be a waste of money, I think. So if I do need to get another one, I will do, but I'm going to run this. I said to him, I'm going to run this one into the ground, and just sort of take it from there. But anyway, enough of that waffle. Hope you've had a good week, as I say. Apart from like laptop stuff, it's been quite a productive week. I've done some cross stitch. I have been, I got letters off to friends, so that was great. And another lady that I know through books, she and I are going to be pen pals, so it's like we're going to start writing to each other, which was really nice. I spent part of the morning today. Mum was designing cards on her laptop, so I got out my university laptop that has the same program on it. With putting Windows 11 onto this one, it has knocked that program out, which is a bit of a pain, but hey, that's the way it goes. So I actually went and made some cards and made some writing paper, which is quite good. My plan is that while this is editing this afternoon, I will start writing a letter, or if I feel like it, I may not write the letter, I might actually decorate the envelope instead, which would be fine. And then I can write the letter over the weekend and get it in the post on Monday. But reading wise, it's been a good week. I've read three books in total, and I've got 2 on the go. Yeah, I know. I said I was going to read one book at a time. That's gone out the window. I've read the book I'm reading just now on my Kindle Fire is for review, but I'll tell you about that later. So, first book I read was A Refuge for the Chalet School. I was going to use this for my book and a bake episode this month, but I've changed my mind because something else came up. I was like, woo, yes, always wanted to make those. Definitely going to give this a try. So, A Refuge for the Chalet School by Amy Fletcher. This is another Chalet School fill-in, okay? Now, this one takes place... How can I describe this? There is a book in the series called The Chalet School in Exile, which deals with the start of the Second World War, Nazis invading Austria, the Anschluss, and this book takes place sort of when it takes place sort of the start of sort of June time, 1938. Certain Chalet School girls were in Sparts, and they were also they end up being surrounded by a Nazi mob because they went to the aid of somebody, and they end up having to escape. And we get in the exile, you get the escape plus the afterword of the escape. This happens when they reach Guernsey. Okay, so you've got in the exile, you've got them escaping from Austria. You also have them arriving in Guernsey, but you don't get any sort of fill in. There's like a time gap in that book, which was rather annoying. So this book fills in that time gap. So we have Joey and Jack are in Guernsey. Some of the girls that escaped with them are also there. They're sort of going about finding a house. Then Madge and various other friends come over from they've escaped from Austria as well. Mistresses and bring over some of the Chalet school girls that are coming back to England, etc. So you have all of that going on. You also end up with Madge's husband Jem managing to get out and coming over. What else is there? So you've got all of this, and it's them settling into Guernsey and meeting people. They sort of set up a little school in the house. And I don't want to give much away from it, but it was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I gave it 5 out of 5 because it was such a good fill-in. It really was. It was well researched, well thought out, and it was really nice to fill in that period of time. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that one. I then read on my Kindle Chasing a Highland Dream by Lisa Hobman. This is the second book in her kind of Highland series. And Bella is working for her friend Liv at Drumblair Castle as her PA. She really wants to be an interior design, but she just hasn't managed to find a course that she wants to do. Things happen that she ends up designing their apartments in Drumblair Castle that are wanting to be put out for rent, and the people that were going to renovate them, something's happened and they can't. And Bella says to her friend, well, actually I've got some ideas if you want to see them. And she's like, yeah, sure. And she's like, right, she looks at them and she loves them, right, you're hired. So Bella ends up working as an interior designer for the flats and makes a superb job of them. They start renting the apartments out, and something happens that Bella and her grandmother end up having to live in one of the apartments. But there's also this man arrives, and his arrival was expected but not at the time he arrived, and various things happen, but they discover that they know he's an author, but eventually he lets slip that who he is, and he happens to be Bella's favourite author, and he starts trying to come on to her, and he was a bit of a sleaze bucket. In fact, he wasn't a bit of a sleaze bucket. He was a sleaze bucket. He was not nice. Didn't like him, and I'm glad what happened to him. But Bella's granny is wanting her to go out with Harris, who is the local Bobby, and he is a lovely character. I loved him from the start. He was just so nice. So we're getting all of this together. We're getting Bella's granny living with her. Well, she lives with her granny anyway, but we're getting all of that, and like Granny is hilarious. Granny is so fun. She really is. We're getting to find out more of what's happening at Drumblair Castle. So it was a nice mix of story. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. I'm not saying I'm raving about it. I did enjoy it. Would I read the next one? Probably. I think if there is going to be a next one, would I read it? Yeah, I probably would. So, it was good. Glad to have read it. So, but that's it. The next one I read was The Bright Spot by Jill Shalvis. This is the next book in the... Oh my goodness, is it Sunrise Cove it's called? Hold on till I tell you. Yep, Sunrise Cove. So all the books in the Sunrise Cove, if you don't know, are all kind of standalones, but they're all set in the same town. So they're set on Lake Tahoe, and Luna runs this farm, and it is there's animals, but there's also a cafe. There's some other form of shops as well, and she has all these various people working for her who have become her family. This is a found family story, and she loves working there. They've got an orchard and everything. But she finds out that the man who owned the farm, she finds out she was actually related to him in his will, and he leaves her half of the farm, but he also leaves the other half to somebody else, Silas. And he asks Silas to, sorry, not Silas, that was the man that she was related to. He asks Jameson, who is the other half owner of the farm, to basically keep an eye on Luna and make sure everything's okay. And Jameson is an upright or slightly uptight accountant. And he comes to the farm supposedly for 2 months to help it get back on its feet, sort of thing. And he and Luna, are they going to start a relationship? Are they not going to start a relationship? You know, what is going to happen? Also, what is going to happen to the farm and the people? There are people wanting the money that they loaned Silas for farm renovations that need to be paid back within 2 months. It's like, how are they all going to do that? Are they going to manage to do it? And it's about friends pulling together as a family and actually working things out for the good of the farm and themselves. I really did enjoy this one. I gave this one 4 out of 5. I did enjoy it. I thought the characters were good. I liked the way she wrote this. It wasn't spicy. There were some, you know, kissing, etc. But it wasn't any graphic content in it, is what I'm going to say. I liked Luna as a character. I could empathize with her. I could see myself in some of her, if I'm honest. And I thought it was really good. I liked this series by Jill Shalvis. And I liked the description of the farm and of the farm animals. I loved the baby goats. They were just so cute. They really were. There's one wee goat in particular who's just the sweetest wee thing. So thoroughly enjoyed that one. I've started reading another Chalet School fill-in, The Chalet School in Guernsey by Katherine Bruce. This kind of now takes the Refuge to the next sort of year, as it were. The school is reopening in Guernsey. Various pupils have come back. They're getting some new pupils. There's one pupil in particular who's not really happy to be there. Is she going to cause trouble? Is she not? So I'm on chapter 7 at the moment, and I am enjoying it. I'm just reading this one at night. And then also on my Kindle, I am reading The Wild Side by Fern Michaels. This is for review. Now, this book, I don't know what I'm going to make of it, to be honest. I am enjoying it, but at the moment, I'm not seeing the point of the book, if that makes sense. I'm on to the third part of the book, but I don't know if there's a point to this story. Maybe by the end of it, I will find out. I hope I do. And I am enjoying it. At the moment, it's probably going to get... when I say I'm enjoying it, I enjoyed the first parts of it, which were good. Now that I'm here, now that I'm in this part, I don't know what's going to happen. So at the moment it's, I think at the moment it's hitting about a 3. It may rise from that. It would be nice if it did. So we'll see where that goes. And then we're out this week. We're in Waterson's. Dad and Mum got a couple of books. And I bought myself this, The Race by Roy Peachy. And this is a middle grade book. The reason I bought this, I'll read you the back of it. This is what it feels like when I'm running. When I'm running fast, I feel free. 12-year-old Lily is determined to defeat her arch rival in front of the Queen during her school's anniversary celebrations. Adopted from China as a baby, Lily also has personal challenges to overcome, but when her training is thrown into chaos by events outside her control, she realises that she must choose between family and the race of her life. Meanwhile, in 1944, Eric Liddell, hero of the 1924 Olympics, finds himself in a war zone. Separated from his family, he is getting ready to run his final race in a prison camp in China, when his lifelong principles are challenged by the imprisoned children he is trying to help. The reason I bought this was Eric Liddell. I have read so many books about Eric Liddell. Chariots of Fire is hands down my favourite film. There's a certain part in that film that I cry every time I watch it. It doesn't matter. Knowing it's coming up, I still cry. So I want to see what this is. You're getting chapters about Lily, and I don't know whether Lily is in China or not. I really don't know. So I am really looking forward, because you get chapters about Eric as well, which is really good. So as I say, I am looking forward to reading this. I'm thinking of keeping that for middle grade May, but I don't know. It may call out to me sooner than that. We will see. So that's kind of what I've been doing. If I can remember, I will put at the end of this video, I'll put a picture of how my cross stitch is going, so you can see. But that's me trying to remember that. This morning I was making note cards and writing paper for writing to pen pals, which is nice. Yes, I love to write. I love to write letters. I've actually got a new friend that I'm going to write to this weekend, so that's really nice. But yes, I love to write letters and receive letters. I think it's really nice to have that. You know, yeah, emails are quick and efficient, but I just find the joy of sitting writing a letter, or sometimes I type it on my laptop, but I just find that time just so relaxing and enjoyable. So once I've edited this, I'm going to start on the letter that I want to get away on Monday. So that's kind of it for reading wise. What else am I going to do this weekend? I will hopefully get both those books finished at the weekend if I'm lucky. I'll be watching rugby. We're back to URC and Premiership this weekend. Internationals are having a break for the Six Nations this weekend. I'm supposed to be dog sitting tomorrow night, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Poor dog's not well at the moment, so I don't know whether I'm going to end up dog sitting or not. But I hope to do some cross stitch this weekend. I'm still doing my jigsaw, so hopefully get more of that done as well. But that's kind of the way my weekend's going to go. It's just going to be a quiet one, as always. You know me. But that's it for this video. Please let me know down in the comments, what have you been reading this week? What are you planning to read this weekend? I'd love to know. Also, do any of you guys write letters? Are you letter writers or are you not letter writers? I would love to know. Come chat with me in the comments. And what are your plans? Again, let's chat about all of that in the comments. And on your way down there, why don't you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already? It'd be really nice. It keeps my channel growing. And if you hit that like button, again, with the algorithm, just helps my channel to keep growing. But until my next video, friends, stay safe and happy reading. Bye!